And we back with another one, family. Shalom to all the brothers and sisters. This video here gonna be about a young sister protecting her mom. Let's get started. And before we start, it's gonna be a lot of pushback from these devils out here, especially Trump. We're gonna see what Trump gonna try to do, but our little sister got out, it was justified, and it was justified. But let's get started.
7:45 p.m. On February 2nd, a routine shopping trip at the Walmart Supercenter in Novi, Michigan, turned into a life-altering event for 38-year-old Denise Williams and her 6-year-old daughter, Aaliyah. On what seemed like an ordinary day, Denise purchased a Samsung 75-inch smart TV. As she approached the exit, her receipt unknowingly slipped from her purse. Unaware of this, Denise continued toward the doors, where Trevor McCaffrey, the employee tasked with checking receipts, stopped her and asked for proof of purchase. Realizing her receipt was missing, Denise calmly explained the situation and flagged down the cashier who had just processed her transaction. Although the cashier confirmed that Denise had paid for the TV, McCaffrey refused to let her leave, insisting she couldn't.
And see, at that point, she should have been on out the door with her TV, and that should have been the end of. But nah, he probably was an old honky, and he wanted to call the police, thinking she don't believe her, think we got to take something. See, even the smallest of them devils, think they got some kind of power. But let's continue.
Exit without a receipt. Frustrated but determined not to cause a scene, Denise proceeded to her SUV and waved down a nearby man in the parking lot, asking for help to load the large TV into her vehicle. As the man began assisting her, a police car suddenly pulled up.
Now listen to this gun-ho she-devil cop, this Karen cop.
Sir Lindsay Carter, a 28-year-old rookie with a reputation for being overly zealous, exited the vehicle with her hand already resting on her holstered gun. McCaffrey had called the police, claiming Denise had stolen the TV and assaulted him on her way out. Officer Carter immediately confronted Denise, accusing her of theft and demanding that she put her hands behind her back. Denise, caught off guard, tried to explain that she had paid for the TV and that the cashier could confirm it, but Carter's tone grew increasingly aggressive. When Denise hesitated to comply with being handcuffed, pleading that she had done nothing wrong, Officer Carter responded with unnecessary force.
And see, y'all slave catchers gonna learn to stop doing it. Stop putting your hands on us and listen when your dumb asses get there to the scene, find out what's really going on, and stop coming up like you some KKK in a damn uniform. And this whole thing was justified. All praise to this little sister right here. May the Most High keep her safe and her mom safe.
She grabbed Denise by the arm, struck her in the ribs, and forced her to the ground, placing her in a chokehold as Denise gasped for air. Aaliyah, still seated in the SUV, watched in horror as her mother struggled. Panicking, she remembered the firearm her mother kept in the glove compartment for protection, a weapon Denise had taught her to handle safely.
And see, that's another thing. We gotta start training our kids to shoot, to handle them weapons. Hey, they teach their kids how to shoot at a very while they in diapers. So we gotta start doing the same thing. Teach our kids hand to hand combat too.
Out of fear and desperation, Aaliyah retrieved the gun, stepped out of the SUV, and pointed it at Officer Carter, screaming for her to stop. When Carter turned toward Aaliyah and appeared to reach for her own weapon, Aaliyah fired a single, precise shot, striking the officer in the eye. Carter collapsed to the ground dead. Aaliyah immediately dropped the gun and rushed to her mother's side, sobbing and begging for her to wake up. Denise regained consciousness moments later as more officers arrived on the scene. Both she and Aaliyah were taken into custody. However, after thorough investigation, Denise was cleared of any wrongdoing. The loss.
Yeah, she protected her mom. It was protection. That's what we got to start doing, protecting each other. Since they don't want to change the laws of these cops, hey, we need to start protecting ourselves. They don't got to change.
Receipt was recovered, and security footage confirmed that Denise had paid for the TV and had not assaulted McCaffrey. The footage also revealed Officer Carter's excessive use of force.
It's going to be judgment for any cops out here. They think they want to come out here thinking it's the 1600. At that time over with. Y'all blessed and done. Every time you think you're gonna come and ham one of us up. Hey, the Most High gonna deal with you.
which had escalated the situation unnecessarily. Aaliyah's actions were deemed justifiable as she acted in defense of her mother's life. The incident has ignited widespread debate about systemic racism, the criminalization of Black shoppers, and the excessive force used by law enforcement.
And that was it. That was all, family. Shalom.